Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dusk here with my next video for strategies and opinions on the Evo Fury pack. I said I'd get this recording done on Monday if nothing new came out, but I'm glad I waited. To get the ball rolling, let's start with Search the Depths. Nice little shield blast, level 3. Essentially, Reef Prince Glurgle without a body. You get to look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put one of them in your hand, put the rest of the bottom deck in any order. Simple enough. This isn't going to be, I don't believe this is going to be a major shield blast in the future unless you want to have, like, crack search power. But if you want more Glurgle effect without either throwing in a third level 5 card, or you already have and still want more, you got the option now. Next is the confirmation to a theory I already had, but was unsure whether or not to announce it. Blastforge Champion, a level 5 evolution creature that comes off of Dracon. Just like Flame Spike Tetsurion will be coming off of Beastkin, or Emperor Neuron coming off Cyberlords. We're going around the same cycle as our first cycle in Rise of Duel Masters, where the creatures gave plus 2,000 power to their same race. So far, the cycle has been holding up on Evo Fury, but yeah, it's looking like our 5 creature types that we should expect the most support out of, at least for the first few packs. I'm not going to make any guarantees throughout the entire game, of course, are Dracons for fire, Beastkin for nature, Cyberlords for water, Storm Patrols for light, and Rotworms for darkness. That last part I'm not particularly happy about until I see enough good Rotworms to make it worthwhile, because so far, gotta give it to Chimeras with those evolution creatures. That was fun. Oh lord, that actually made me think about this next part I'm going to say. But while we're still on Blastforge Champion, he's level 5, 4,000, put on top one of your Dracons, I already covered that. Craterize is his ability. Whenever he attacks, which he's an evolution creature, he can do that the moment he comes out, you can banish any number of target enemy creatures that have a total power of 4,000 or less. Now, sorry, that ability is like a I forget what the card was called, but it was a spell that lets you pretty much do the same thing, but up to 8,000 or less. Point is, this plus Barrage equals a nightmare to Rush players. I'm guessing Wizards of the Coast already figured Rush is becoming too much of a thing, so yeah, between the level 6 Chimera evolution and this, they're trying to stick that one in the bud now, keep the game balanced. I like that, but seriously, light needs one of these to act, and so does water. I mean, those are like the only things that are not supported with an anti-rush card, to my knowledge. Nature I'm not going to count because, well, they can raise mana and therefore raise armies just as fast as Rush can, if played right. Now, the theory that I had been double guessing whether or not to announce was that I believed that we would get an evolution for every creature type in that cycle. The sole thing that stopped me from saying that before was this guy. Because in DM, for our second booster pack, we got only 2 evolution creatures for each civilization, and they each matched a single type. We had already seen, thanks to him, 2 evolution creatures for fire. And speaking of Big Hissy, I'm quite annoyed. We still only know that he's going to be level 5, 6,000 power, and unless Wizards really wants, Wizards of the Coast really wants to mess with our heads, he's going to come off of Doom Geckos. But beyond that, why is this still blank? Please fill it in. Anyway, this now brings up two possibilities. Either A, Fire is going to be more heavily support on evolution creatures than the other civilizations, which makes sense because Fire evolution is technically a fast attack built in, which is Fire's signature ability. Or B, and I pray this does not happen, we're going to get 3 evolution creatures per civilization in this pack. I don't like that because, one, that would be 15 cards out of a 60 card set. That's 1/4 of the cards evolution. I just can't stand that idea, especially since I'm going to be doing a sealed match. Oh man, that's going to make building the decks hard. Beyond that, my idea of 3 evolution creatures per civilization isn't entirely unplausible. Again, we got the Dracon evolution, and we've already seen 2 evolutions for Darkness, both of which were Chimeras. Neither of them a Rotworm. So, yes, if we do see a Rotworm evolution any time before seeing any other evolutions, I'm going to consider that as that theory is accurate. Now, this next card I'm about to show you, which is why I'm glad I waited so long to do this video, is the super rare for light. But here's Orion Radiant Fury, a celestial dragon at level 9, 10,500 power, double breaker. Awesome. Has 2 really nice abilities besides double breaker. First one, laser lances. When he comes out, tap 3 enemy creatures. That's fantastic. That allows you to start pounding in for game before he even gets to attack, which is good because at level 9, that's all you should be focusing on. You need to end the game quickly. There's no reason for a game to really go on this long. And his other ability is 3-headed. When this creature is banished, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may put any number of non-evolution light creatures from among them into the battle zone. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So we have, not only does this card do set up for a lot of damage when he comes out, but if he gets out of play, there's a slight chance you might be able to replace him, which will just be hilarious. Let me tell you, if I can pull that off on camera, it's going on the channel. But also up to 2 other guys. Now I want to look at the fact that this is the only super rare from the set that will not be an evolution creature. And based on his effect, I think they might be going with light. The idea of, if you go mono light, that is, not only does this give you the option to go mono light before we even get to see the expected to be Storm Patrol in the cycle of mono light abilities, rather of mono civ abilities on the light side, but by his effect, and rarity being the only one non-evolution of super rares for this set, light might be going for the angle of not needing evolution creatures to do their job. An idea I'd like to see more support for, actually. But yeah, that should cover it for this week. Before we go, I just want to send out a quick invite. If anyone who watches this plays Star Wars The Old Republic, I recently got back in the game. I'm on the server Prophecy of the Five. Feel free to play with me. I'm on the Empire side for the most part. I'm going to have 4 Republic characters, but they're just going to be so I can experience the storylines. If anyone wants to play with me, give it a sec. You guys will not believe this. I actually managed to get the name. Don't know if you can see it, but is it there? Is it there? Here's my character right now. It's only level 13. I'll get 50 as fast as I can. The name Glurgle was actually not taken. So yes, I'm a blue guy named Glurgle. Thanks to the hairdo and these nice little tiger slash scars here, I am a giant emo smurf. I always found that hilarious. But yeah, that's it for this week, guys. I'll catch you later with more strategies. My deck is ready for this coming weekend, so expect my new duel video by the end of Sunday.